Hello, Bard haters, and welcome to another Fine We Hit Bards Let's Play. I'm Ben, and Chris can't answer because he's busy murdering a skeleton.
I'm murdering. I don't know.
Yep, this is more Dark Souls because last time we utterly failed to kill the Executioner's Chariot.
Look at that fat roll, Ben. I go like an inch.
Basically. So Chris has decided to play with a new weapon that I'm absolutely not going to use. You're gonna get murdered, your face murdered here.
No, I'm not. I'm hot.
So yeah, we absolutely died a lot to the Executioner's Chariot last time.
Yes, we did.
And we also talked a lot about film because we know so much about it, and I've seen a lot of the Plinkett reviews. So this time, what I'm gonna do, just to kind of save time and see if we can actually get somewhere, is I'm gonna go ahead and actually start editing out the deaths after a while. So if we die this first time, I'm just going to start editing it back to where we're actually at the Executioner's Chariot fighting the boss. Why are you using the Dragon Tooth again? Out of curiosity.
I don't know, because it does a hell of a lot of damage.
Piss.
It does a lot of damage, Ben.
Okay.
But we just need the 50 strength to be able to wield it.
So yeah, I'm just going to edit out a lot of these so we can just talk about whatever.
Oh, so I picked up an amazing book at the last Grand Con. We wanted to pick it up for a while, and finally bit the bullet and bought it because I got it for $20, which is $1 cheaper than you can get it anywhere online. Because I'm a thrifty guy like that.
Right.
And what book was that? The amazing, weird old-school role-playing of Lamentations of the Flame Princess.
Okay.
You're not jumping out of your chair, Ben, too.
I have no idea what Lamentations of the Flame Princess is.
It's like a D20 3.5 rule set, and like so you could be able to pick it up and you find it really like easy to get along with. Like it follows almost exactly the same rules, except it strips it down in a very like intelligent way to make it very like AD&D second edition, like very ruthless, very difficult.
No. Crap.
You won't be able to roll away from this one, Ben.
I can run though. I can run and I can fall down here, and then I can do this.
But yeah, so I mean, a number of the things is like it goes back to like if you want to be a dwarf or an elf, those are classes.
Oh, classes rather than races, fine.
They're race and a class. So if you're a dwarf, you're just a dwarf.
Right.
You know, if you're an elf, you're an elf.
And
I'm impressed, Ben. You really handled that quite handily. You really dominated those fools. But so you know, also the thing is like all the hit points are reduced. So fighter, you get like a D8 per level instead of like a D10 plus con mod. A wizard gets a D3. And you are dead at -3 hit points.
Okay.
There's healing magic from clerics, but there are no resurrection whatsoever.
Okay.
Like, no resurrection, no reincarnation, like nothing.
You die, you're dead.
Yeah. And it goes back to the old school, like you have a set of saving throws that you roll under.
Oh, that old chestnut. Oh,
yeah.
I remember those.
So you get that again, and like as you go up in level, you know it gets reduced. Another thing I've noticed is like they don't like there's a bunch of different skills. You use a D6 for skills, and everybody can. You basically roll a 1 on a D6, then you can accomplish whatever the skill you're trying to do is. And they have the thing called the expert, and the expert is the only person who gets additional skill points to add in those things. So, like, it's very specialized. Like, fighters fight. Like, fighter's the only one that gets an increased attack bonus whatsoever. Like, everyone else gets a, you know, +1, I believe.
Damn it. Oh, no! I hate these things. Okay, the rest of them are kind of backing off.
Up.
Yes.
But at a fighter, you gain a +2 attack bonus at first level, and then each level you get another attack bonus. So you just keep on going up and up and up. so you become like a killing machine.
Right.
So so if you're an expert, you're the only person who can ever like get better at skills. Like the rest of them, you know, you just kind of stay at where you're at, except for like some. I think halflings and elves and dwarves get some bonuses as they go up in certain skills.
Right.
If you're a magic user, you get magic powers, but they took out all of the super powerful magical spells, so you don't no longer get.
Come on, get there.
You don't get Fireball or Lightning Bolt. All those skills are gone, like, forever. Right. Like, you don't get those. You have, like, all the other, and they're all, like, adjusted sometimes from, like, 2nd edition spells.
Okay.
So they all die permanently then, or?
Now they will. Now they won't come back.
Now you just have to wait for the thing to roam over?
Basically. Once you come back past again... Oh, he's going to try and arrow me. Okay, that's going to go great for you.
So he's going to wait a couple times for this to...
And now, we just pull this lever. I don't know why I pronounce it lever. It's lever. We're American.
What happens?
Well, let's see what happens. Kaboom! And now Phase 2 happens. Phase 2 isn't quite as bad. Because now he has actual attack patterns and you can dodge. Ow!
And if you die, you gotta do this all over again, don't you?
Yep. Rather, you do!
Dang it. But, there's no big attack spell, so you just can't go into a room and just, like, waste people with, like, a fireball spell or something. That doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. Like, you have spells, but they're, you know, all the big attack... I mean, like, they got, like, the big attack spells, like, you know, Finger of Death, like Disintegrate and all that stuff, like, up higher in levels, but you don't get those to, like, 5th or 6th level. Mm. But also, like, it plays on, like, the really weird, like, role-playing, like, where one of the things is, like, you have this huge chart thing that you roll on to get monsters when you summon monsters. And you don't summon monsters, basically you summon things from other dimensions and, like, force them into our reality, which, you know, sounds cute when, you know, you're playing in, you know, AD or just regular, like, 3rd edition, where I summon a hawk something. But where is that guy at?
Two to the right of the hammer.
No, that's the Dragon's Tooth.
Oh, you want the actual the drill dozer?
Yeah.
To the right, the bottom row to the right.
There you go. But it's what's it talking about? Oh, magic system.
Yeah, the magic system.
So you basically you summon a thing and you apply all these, like, bonuses to it and things, and then you have to, like, make a bunch of rolls to try and dominate it. And then if you don't,
you get killed by, like, monsters like this. And then have to hand it back to Ben.
Oh my goodness, I hate you.
Why do you hate me? It was your idea to go
after Dark Souls. I hate you, Dark Souls. I love you. So, like, you summon a monster, and then, like, if you like flub your rolls, or you fail your casting rolls, you don't like summon, like, you know, not as much. You summon a more powerful monster, which becomes even more hard to control, and then it turns in the party and kills everyone.
That sounds very much like something you would do.
Yeah, I mean, it's right in the chart, so you got to be, like, really careful, and, like, there's blood sacrifices you can do, and, like, circles you can make to try and control it, and also the modules play heavily off of like, really, like, weird, like the weird aspect of, like, how D&D I think, like, should be kind of played instead of, you know, more kind of hokey, you know, that, like, 4th edition kind of gets at. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're playing a fighter, like, it perfectly says in the thing, like, you're, like, a monster. Like, you kill people for money, and you've been killing people a long time, you know, like, no, like, you know...
Damn it! Thought I could, like, outdo him in terms of, like, speed.
Yeah, so, like, you kill people, which is really bad. You're a bad person, you know, and clerics, you know, are kind of, you know, same old, you know, you can heal people and stuff, and, you know, what is it? Magic users, you know, you're basically like, screw all the peasants and all those people that, you know, don't like magic, because, you know, you found the true way to enlightenment, you know, except you go nuts. And the experts are like, yeah, everybody else does this because, they can't, like, find places in regular society. You do it because you want to do it. You want to get rich.
Right.
So
the Peter Venkman mentality.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you do this because you want to do it. And, and some of the modules they put out for it are pretty, like, ruthless and not very forgiving. And, like... And I could understand why people would absolutely hate it. Because it's like, well, you have to do all this stuff, and the path to winning is not easy, and most likely you're all going to die. A lot. And I kind of like that. I think that's kind of fun, but, So I'm deciding if I want to get a game together with that sooner or later.
See, that sounds interesting, but at the same merit... Oh, you're going to have to fight two of them. Which isn't as bad as what we've been fighting, so... Did you just try to punch something? Yeah, I like all of that except for like the idea that the fighter is just like a kill beast and like a monster. Because like there've been plenty of like people who in history who like fight and who do things, and they're not all monsters.
But you you kill people. That's what you do. Like
well, so does a soldier.
Well, I know, but
like a U.S. military soldier. Their job is to kill people.
But we're not talking about like a military like U.S. soldier. We're talking like like a mercenary.
Like a mercenary?
Yeah, and you're not like, oh, we're this righteous mercenary. It's like, no, you get hired by these guys for this army to go kill these other people, and you do it. And like during the battlefield, there's no like honor and glory. It's like we're honor and glory. It's like, no, you show up and you murder people. There's no law. There's no rules. There's no morality.
See, that I don't necessarily like, because again, there are many different reasons for people to become a fighter. That was the whole idea with D&D. Is like you might be a fighter that just did that just like fought for money and killed things, and just, or you might be like an honorable soldier who fought to like protect the public, or you might be like someone who works as like a bodyguard, or you could do like there's loads of different ways that can manifest.
Not in this. It's like
yeah, well that feels way too restrictive to me.
Well, it is. It's very restrictive. Like the classes are very restrictive. Like,
yeah,
if you're playing this, you're kind of you don't get to be. I'm a pure shining. I don't mind the like restrictive in terms of like, oh, you really can't do much. Like you're a fighter, you fight. Okay, fair enough. You're an expert, you have skills. Like I don't mind the restrictiveness in terms of the character building. I don't like restrictiveness when it comes to like your ability to role play things. No,
like,
you role play ever you want. It's just the fact of...
Well, you can't really if you're a fighter.
Well, it's just the fact of, like, what you do. You're paid, and what you do is you kill people. Like, that's,
That's not even a fighter, that's an assassin.
Well, I mean, on the battlefield or off, you're paid to murder people,
Yeah, which is an assassin, not a fighter.
Yeah.
So, that's a misnomer. They're not a fighter, they're assassins, basically. I mean, they may be really powerful. They may be like a Durzo Blint-style assassin who can hold their own against a trained soldier even in a sword fight, but that's still a freaking assassin.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Like, you can't call that a fighter.
Well, I mean, it depends on who you're fighting
Like,
for.
a fighter is just... Well, that's the point I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to go in there, or are you just going to, like, sit there, like... You're debating not wanting to do this. You've watched me do it a couple times, you know how to do this.
I want to do this, Ben. I don't want to do this! But I'm going to do it because...
Because otherwise we will never move on with the freaking game.
Alright, where's this guy at?
The next cubby. Up to the left. Right there, you can see him. Didn't quite get in it. Well, you got a necromancer.
Yay! I'm a winner! I'm a winner, folks. But it's a grim system. Like it's not like you're it's getting away from that. And it's based the original setting is based off of 16th century Europe. So they have like very like rules for guns and things like that. But it's like 16th century Europe was like it's all the wars and things. It's pretty grim, like of what was going on then, and people were like rounding up armies to go murder other people and then to siege towns and then kill everybody in it. It's really nasty.
Well, yeah, but again, like the point I'm getting at here is like, yeah, at the end of the day, like you're going to be killing people for money, and there may not be like truly noble, like we do this because we're amazing. That may not necessarily exist. Maybe a bit of a darker way of dealing with it, but still, like to say that all fighters are just kill beasts, and then it's just like, I just kill people for money, whatever. you can't really do much with that.
But that's also the thing. Like, if you're like not a kill person, like I'm an honorable warrior, then what are you doing being a fighter that wants to go around and murder things and people for money and glory? Like, you're not that guy. You'd be in an army somewhere or defending your town. You're not this guy.
Or just doing bodyguarding work, or I mean, there's loads of things even in our culture. And even if you're a mercenary in our society, you're not necessarily a bad person.
No, but it's based off of kind of 16th century, and those people
I get that.
Nasty.
Not all of them.
A lot of them. Have you read the history of Europe back then?
Yes, I have, and yes,
really
there are a lot of people who oh, you're gonna do. Oh, he's not.
Well, yeah, it's like, well, I don't like what you're doing, and you're Calvinist, so we're going to murder you all. But then another Catholic army is going to show up, and we're going to burn the city to the ground and kill everyone.
Well, that's less about being a fighter and more about being a religious nut job.
That happened all the time. Religious wars all over Europe. They killed everyone.
Yeah, and that's more to do with, the people and the mentality around the religion than it is about, I'm a fighter. Surely, even a cleric in that...
I think we're going to go over in semantics on, what you think, the form of a fighter should be versus, what the system is trying to portray.
Well, yeah, that's not really a fighter, though. A fighter is just someone who fights. What they fight for, how they fight, whether they kill when they fight, all of those are things that are left to the individual role play.
Okay, let's replace the word fighter with murdering psychopath who can't find a way to fit into normal society. And that's what you're playing.
Again, I mean, I still feel like there should be at least one other class where, you are a decent fighting, but...
Other classes, can use weapons and things, and also, you don't get the stat bumps, armor and stuff caps out, so if you have plate mail on, you have an AC of 18. There's no, it gives you this plus AC, you get all these bonuses, no, you got an AC of 18.
Right.
You're wearing this armor. And, so, other classes, while they don't get high attack bonus, you still get lucky and shoot somebody. Or kill somebody, especially if you're wearing plate, and plate's expensive, and not everyone's gonna have it. Can you make it?
Nope.
Can't make it. Oh. What if we're trying too hard, and we should go a little bit, relax it a bit. Try and go a little bit slower.
But the problem is, if you go too slow, you get swarmed by skeletons.
Goodness, this is so terrible.
It's better generally to move as fast as you can to get through. Eventually, you're not even going to need to switch it, because there's only one of those big guys left. All the rest have stopped spawning.
What about the wing spear?
It's not that good.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Even though we made it to +5, it's not that good. But
also, if you think about it, it's smart. Because, in original Dungeons & Dragons, you're a fighter, so, you're not, as soon as you get to, 5th level, you take a backseat fighter, everybody else is doing awesome stuff. You're just going to sit around and fight some, but you're not that great.
Right.
Which, you need a fighter. Because everybody else, can't fight that well. And if you're a couple of magic users and you roll up on a fighter, he's going to destroy you. So you need a fighter. And also you need, a rogue. You need somebody that does magic. You need a healer because nobody else can heal you. Who's going to heal you? When you die at -3 hit points, you need a healer.
Right.
And also, the scenarios are really grim-dark, which I kind of find amusing and fun, in some respects. Oh, they all die?
Nope, just the one left. Right. I don't know. The only thing I don't like about what you told me so far is, they make a fighter class, and then they don't really make it a fighter class. They make it a psychopath class. They make it, they basically make it, what will be a good way of putting this? They make it can't remember his name. He has a nickname, and if I said what it was, everyone, Gregor Clegane. Basically every fighter is Gregor Clegane, and that doesn't seem interesting to me. The mountain that walks, can be an interesting little character to throw in there. But if every character in that class is just that, then what's the point?
Well, it's kind of going back to the old AD&D stuff.
But again, AD&D. I thought you were talking about medieval Europe. Even then, people had different motivations.
Yeah, I mean, you can have different motivations. And also, there is no such thing as an alignment system.
Right.
You are either neutral, chaotic, or lawful. That's it. There's no... evil or detect good and evil. You know, that doesn't kind of exist. You know, that's kind of going back to the original kind of AD&D. I'm thinking about like purchasing one of the old modules for it, like one of the first ones.
Right.
Like I think it was called oh no.
I would go to that one because you're not going to make it to the next one. And then like try and get up as many as you can, but this is the fun part, trying to get up as many as you can without pushing it too far. Almost there. Nope, you're not going to... Roll, roll, roll! Oh, nice. Okay. The next one should be just up here on the right. Yep, that one, that one, that one. Now just shield and wait. Oh, nice. Wrong side. Oh!
I got greedy, Ben.
You got greedy.
But yeah, and also like your character's like it's like the first A&D where like your character's very short shelf life. So first level wizard with 3 hit points, if you take an arrow that's like a D8, like you need 8 points of damage, like you're dead. Like that's it. You know, there's no -10 bleeding out. You know, negative.
I wonder if we can make this journey a little bit quicker.
Make it quicker? What are you doing? What are you gonna do? Oh my goodness.
There's no way. There's no way I can make that.
No. I saw you looking
It's
at
too...
me.
I'm like, is it just sticking out just enough that I can do it?
Maybe I could do it. Maybe I could just go over there. No, ain't gonna happen.
I say if I could game that, I was gonna try, but no. We're gonna just go back this way. It'll take a little bit longer.
I'd have to show you some of the artwork in the book, which is really grimdark and not appropriate for children or young adults at all.
Mm.
And it kind of that kind of sets the tone for like the book. You know, it's a slim volume too. It's just like, you know, it looks like a normal sized paperback. It's a couple hundred pages, so you know they really kind of get out like all the fluff, and half of it's like spells. So
Come on, dude. Just jump down so I can murder your face.
And oh, hammer time, baby. Ooh. And also with what I do like about it is, you know, your characters die really often, but you know the characters are really easy to level to make. You know, you get, you know, if you're a fighter, you know, you get your things, you buy some equipment, and you're pretty much ready to go. You know, so there's no getting skill points and all sorts of weird bonuses, and
Right.
you know, the wizard would be the hardest one. That's because you got to get spells.
And see, the thing is, with like going back to the fighter thing, like the idea of classes in the first one was it was never meant to like determine motivations or like
No, it
specific
isn't motivations, but like it's kind of setting like you know, if you're a Call of Cthulhu and you're an investigator, you're going to be investing weird stuff.
Right.
So that's why they have the antiquarian. I mean, you can make more. I mean, you could have your fighter be this guy who, you know, make up your own story, but you know, the kind of the mode is you kind of kill people for a living, you know, and that kind of sets you off from society in like a way that, you know, you are not like having it. You can't, you know, hang out like, you know, be a local town guard, you know, for some reason. You know, it could be that you know you like the money it provides, you know, and whatever.
There we go.
Drink that baby up, yeah. Is it all of them, or?
That's all of them, I think.
Now, if you get in the way of that, he'll totally kill you, won't he?
Well, it'll do a lot of damage to you. Yeah, I gotta say I would have let that. Damn it.
You get that back attack, which sucks.
Ah, fuck, I was shielding too, and then it just didn't matter. What the shit? I rolled. Oh, and then there's that. Oh, that one's nasty.
What does it do?
It's dark damage, so you can't really block it effect. Oh, fucking fuck. Like, there's nowhere to go when he does that. Come on! I was to the side of him.
I'm getting quiet here because I'm so excited about Ben's gonna...
Nope. Come on!
Oh my goodness. This fight is intense. You try Pyromancy.
It won't do much. I've tried before. He doesn't take much damage from fire. Okay, come on. There we go. First hit in a while. Come on! Ugh! Fucker.
Do you remember being this hard last time?
In the original? Not really. But then again, it's been a while since... Oh, there we go. Hiss. Come on. Finish it, finish it, finish it! Yes!
Oh!
Oh, fucking hell. There we go.
Oh my goodness. Now we get to go pick up all the stuff?
Now we get to pick up all the stuff. First.
Life gem.
Yep, there's that. Just to make sure, because I don't think there's anything else that's going to get us back here. Especially since we cleared out everything. But just in case something snuck up on us.
Uh-huh. Okay. Is there anything awesome up here?
I think these are mostly just fading souls.
Oh man, that guy sucked.
So I'm going to be editing out a lot of those deaths, and this is probably going to be...
You don't want to edit out my half an hour talking about Lamentations of the Flame Princess that's talking about the semantics of fightering?
I'm sure the audience will get some of that. All you need to know is this. This new system Chris was talking about doesn't understand what the word fighter is supposed to mean. That's all you need to know, really, about the conversation.
Whatever, Ben. Shut up.
Okay, so now that we've done that, we get to get our super awesome reward. Are you ready for the super awesome reward, Chris?
Is it going to be like 20 souls in a chest?
Well, we shall see. Alright, very carefully. Because leave it to me to like fall off like right here from something stupid.
Solar Brave Warrior? Okay.
And then we shall go up the staircase. Praise the sun. Yep, praise the sun. I did it. Yep, there is a bonfire up here as well. I'll just say that now, so. And there it is. Bonfire!
Ooh, who's that guy over there?
That, I don't remember his name, but he's just a dude in a hood. He's a midget in a hood, basically. I don't even know if you can see his face because he's wearing something. In fact, if you kill him, you get that hood.
Does he sell something to you eventually, or?
He does. I think it's another one, like a magic guy who you need to have a certain like thing with. I'm trying to remember if there's a hidden wall around here. I think there might be, but okay, never mind. And then we should go this way. Yep.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Oops. Oh well. Yeah, there's nothing up there anyway, I don't think. I'm just gonna double check it anyway because it's Dark Souls. That's what you do.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Hidden wall right there.
$10 says it's gonna say hidden wall. Or oh, give it up. Yeah, I don't think there is a hidden wall over here either. Oh, there's a thing over here. Two cracked red eye orbs.
Yay. Ooh.
And that's our reward, plus the souls we got for killing it.
That's it?
Yep.
I hate you, Dark Souls.
I think I mentioned at some point a couple parts ago that this totally wasn't going to be worth it.
I think you did. So what does the soul give us? Can we turn it into anything awesome?
What soul?
The Executioner soul. Like, I think so we got from killing that dude.
I think it will turn into like the Executioner's lance or something like that, but
ooh. I like lances.
Yep, something like that. So we have all these. Oh, you want to use our fading souls? Let's use all of our fading souls. How much are they going to give us? Totally worth it. I'm actually going to use up a bunch of these because that way we can.
We can add more points to strength.
Oh yeah, we're going to add more points to strength and do a few other things. I'm actually going to leave the large soul of a proud wart, or that thing.
Uh-huh.
That'll be for later when we actually...
Now who do we go to get that awesome lance?
Oh, that's a good point. Well, I'll save the soul of brave warrior for when we want to upgrade the lance, because we will need to do that eventually. First, I'm just going to level up. So,
It's just a strength.
Absolutely. Part of me actually does want... Nope, you know, I'm going to save it up because I don't think we're actually going to die that much. Do I want to do that? Actually, I think I'm going to do that. Or
Yes.
hold on, what will this do? That actually does raise the dex by a little bit. Which I think the Grand Lance does use dex.
Let's do that then.
So yeah, we'll do it like this, and then the Grand Lance will get like a nice buff while the Craftsman Hammer gets a little bit.
Now, is the Executioner's Lance, like, will it be better than the Grand Lance?
Don't know. I'm not familiar with like the Grand Lance in all its forms. But I do... we still haven't actually done much with that because we need more of the stuff. Yeah. I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually like gotten to the point where I've, gotten it and used it. Anywho, now we can go back, and we're going to go back to the Undead Lockaway. Because with the Executioner's Chariot dead, we can progress with the game at long last.
No.
We can get back to the actual, plot part of the game, where we have to, like, advance and forward movement. Now, you can technically get to the end through here, but there's necromancers and undead in there, and that shit sucks. So I'm not actually going to go that way. I'm going to go down this way. This is the way I generally take. It's a little bit more at risk to fall off the edge, but again, with...
And die horribly.
Yeah. Well, that's Dark Souls for you. I mean, as much damage as I'm doing at this point.
Oh, the Dark Souls. What you've done to me.
Right. And then we've been up there.
Yeah, I don't even remember what we were doing. Like, what was, I don't remember where we are before we...
We were trying to get the 4 Great Lord Souls, and we got one of them. And then we had to get the Undead Lockaway key from here.
Uh-huh.
Except it was up on top of there, for some reason, instead of in this little hovel, where it's supposed to be. Which I guess is okay. Ah, there they are. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that much further out of the way. It was just in like a different area, as opposed to being vastly easier, vastly harder.
So what's that thing?
Flame Butterfly. We have a bunch of those now. Oh, there's a dude. There we go. Bye-bye,
What
dude.
does the Flame Butterfly do?
They light your torch.
Ah.
Because again, torches and light are a lot bigger thing in Dark Souls 2 than they were in Dark Souls 1. Like, if you thought Tomb of the Giants was bad, oh boy. Just wait till we get to... Where is it? The Catacombs?
Oh, what the heck
or
is
whatever? Or Catacombs might be Dark Souls. That's a magic thing that we're going to basically be ignoring. Because we don't need to go and fight that. I mean, if you want to go, like, try and get everything in the game and get some stuff... I don't even remember what's in the cave or if there's anything good. There's probably, like, something really good in there. And people are going to be like, hey, you should have gone and got the thing.
Let's do it. Let's go in the cave.
I don't want to. You can go back there at some point if you want. Or maybe I'll off-screen it and just go back in when I'm trying to, like...
Is it behind you, the cave?
Yeah, this is the other way you could have gotten here.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway, boss fight time. And actually what I'm going to do...
The Grand Lance?
No. I'm going to human effigy again. I'm going to see... I don't think there's a summon around here, but at the very least I want a little bit of extra HP. Kind of...
I bet there's a summon in the cave.
There isn't, actually. I know that. I think if there's going to be a summon, it'd be back here. Around this area. And there's not, so... Yeah.
I guess let's go for broke then. So, alright, so... I'm guessing... Huge fat dude with a big axe.
You are wrong to think that, actually. Because, in fact, it is... the 3 Skeleton Lords.
Oh.
Now, this boss fight can get really, really difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Or it can be extremely easy. I'm probably going to fail anyway, but it is actually extremely easy if you know what you're doing. Now, you may be thinking, oh, that guy's really easy. How is this going to be a hard boss fight? Well, hang on a second. Because, from his ashes, arise these guys. Ow.
And they just keep coming, or?
Oh, no, it spawns like, I think, 5 or 6 of them.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, you have to kill them.
So you want to kill these guys first before you take on
Absolutely. Because here's the thing. If you don't know what you're doing, and you're just like, oh, 3 skeleton lords, I can kill these guys easy. No problems, no worries whatsoever. And then, like, you kill all 3 at once. Each one drops a different type of skeleton, and you can end up having to fight, like, 30 guys at once. Well, maybe more like 16 or 17.
Oh, jeez.
But still,
that's like impossible with Dark Souls math.
I'm trying to remember which one of these guys you want to kill last. Because there's a particular one that if you don't kill it last, it can get kind of difficult. And I think it might be this guy, but we'll find out. Ow. We'll see what he spawns.
He's gonna spawn.
Please not the... Ah, fuck, I knew it.
What?
Remember those things?
No.
From Dark Souls 1?
Oh, the Wheelers? Son of a bleep bloop.
Oh, yeah. These guys. And there's 4 of them, I think. Now, they go down relatively
those
quickly.
go down actually really easy. The first ones, they had, like, a good amount of HP, if I remember.
Right. There's no way there's only 2 of those. I know there's more of them. Don't lie to me, Dark Souls 2. There's like 4 of them that's supposed to spawn there. I mean, if they're not going to, I might have to kill this guy anyway, just to... So down he goes.
I noticed there's only half of HP.
Yeah, and then he's going to spawn these guys, which are just basic skeleton warriors. And I think they'll all die in one hit. And there's like 8 of them. Holy crap. That's way more than 8.
I would back up and use Pyromancy.
Or back up just to get them all in a nice little line. Nice. Form the conga line. This is where the greatsword would come in really handy.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what the greatsword is like designed for. Fuck, there's another one. And finished with a backstab.
Oh, nice.
Kaboom.
Skeleton Lord Soul.
Yeah. That can give you one of 3 weapons, and they were all the weapons that we saw them using. Let me just make sure none of these other guys dropped anything.
There's nothing really else in here?
I think there might be something down in this area. Or is this the area way to the next spot? I think this might be the way to the next spot, actually. Possibly. Yeah, this is the way to the next. That freaked the hell out of me.
Yeah, I thought somebody was coming for you.
It's like, fuck, no. So, we'll let this kind of... I'm going to go back real quick with us coming down and see if there's anything else in this area, because that leads to progress.
Okay.
Yep, and... I keep freaking out when I hear that weird crunching noise, and it's just like
It's
just
bones.
me. It's me walking on bone.
Do you remember when you not Anor Londo, but New Londo?
The New Londo ruins?
Yeah, when you flush it out, there's all those bodies in there.
Oh man,
There's like
that
thousands and
sucked.
thousands when they drowned everybody.
Yeah. You know, I was actually looking at there's a set of YouTube videos I found there. They're by Vati Vidyas, and he does a series on Dark Souls where he kind of explains all the. Are you fucking joking me? Damn it, Dark Souls. Well,
It's like a one-way trip then, or what?
well, again, you can fast travel, and there's a bonfire directly on the other side of this thing. So, but yeah, no, Vati Vidyas, he does these actual deconstructions of Dark Souls where he explains a lot of what's going on. And if you're one of those people who's not really good at picking up on stuff, or just like you picked up on some of it, but you don't really get other bits, he's really good at like kind of explaining it and breaking down, you know how it works, or rather how the plot's set up, and like things you may have missed.
Yeah, because like you could miss a lot in that game. You miss everything.
Well, yeah, like the whole point is like a lot. It's an entirely cut. Well, I mean, other than like the cut scenes where like it'll show a boss or whatever. But there's no cut scenes. There's not really that much dialogue. All the storytelling is done in the background. And like if you pick up on it, you pick up on it. But if you don't, then just it's, oh, we're at Harvest Valley now. Oh, this is the fun place. You're gonna love this, Chris.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Aren't you going to the bonfire so you don't lose all of our souls?
I'll go there in a minute. But before we do, I want to do one thing real quick. Because this woman, I can't remember what her name is, Chloanne. An interesting story. She has some stuff for sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stop talking, Chloanne. You're insane. Okay. That's supposed to be unlimited, but whatever. Anyway, she sells Titanite shards, which we need.
We're going to buy all of them.
There we go. You have to talk to her until she says that. Now she'll meet us back at Majula. Interesting story. If you talk to what's his name, the blacksmith. I can't remember his name for whatever reason, but the blacksmith, he tells us. Lenigrast. Lenigrast tells us that he left on his journey in search of his daughter, and we found out from her that she left on a journey to try and escape from her dad. Heavily implied that she is his daughter. So we can buy some items. I'm just gonna. Can I just buy all of them? Is that 8? How much is that? Is that 8,000? I think probably. Oh, 10,000. And we have the souls to spare. We can.
What's that thing next to it?
What's what?
The thing next to the Titanite shards.
Bonfire ascetic.
Do we want that as well?
Oh
no, that just brings everybody back, doesn't it?
Yes, it respawns everyone at like and they're more difficult when they respawn. So this will show you kind of one of the shitty things about this area. What do you think happens if we run through that?
You get poisoned.
Oh, but wait, it doesn't come off when you leave it. It keeps building and building.
Until when?
Well, it wears off after a bit, and I think by rolling you can decrease the amount of time it stays on you, like this. But like eventually, and there you go. It got it to about half before it started going back down. And mind you, that was with me getting through there pretty quick and rolling a lot. It's really easy in this area to get poisoned.
That sucks.
Oh yes, this Harvest Valley kind of sucks a big fat hairy meatball. Which is why I generally move pretty quickly through it. There are a couple things I know for a fact are here. I know for a fact. I assume are still here. I hope are still here. And then I'm going to try and show off. So yes, Chloanne has now come back. And I think once she gets back to Majula, she will have unlimited Titanite shards. Come on! Stop proving me wrong in things.
Alright, but we need to upgrade my lance.
I absolutely agree with that, actually.
Can we use our soul I can't remember, where do we use our souls to make weapons? Is it here?
Wait a second, we have an extra petrified dragon bone. How did we get that?
I don't know.
You realize that means we can, like, oh wait, we can't actually upgrade the arc sword again. We won't use it yet because we don't actually know what we want to use it on, but we will keep that in the back of our mind. And I might actually upgrade this at some point, because this is actually not a bad weapon, really. But yes, Grand Lance first. And then again. And then again.
Oh my goodness.
Aren't you so excited for this, Chris?
Yes.
We can't actually do that because that needs Titanite chunks. Of which we used one already, apparently, but we just don't have any more. We have a bunch of Titanite shards now, though. Is there anything else that I really want to... Notch Whip, we have...
What does the Bloody Whip do?
It's a whip.
Oh, it's poison too, though.
This one does bleeding. This one does nothing. So, really, the bloodied whip isn't actually that bloodied. gonna increase the Dragon Raider bow with that, but no, I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm not gonna actually upgrade anything with the Petrified Dragon Bone yet.
What are you thinking about using it for? What does the oh my god, Dragon Tooth? What is that? Is that Twinkling Time Knight?
Dragon Tooth is probably. Yeah, it is. I remember seeing that earlier. There are a few other things we could do. It's unfortunate we're not running a magic build, because this is actually, if we were running like a sorcerer build with like Dex, would be an amazing weapon. Or actually, not even like with Dex. You could just do it because the Dex is E, apparently. So that we have the club. I'm trying to think of where else I want to actually use the Titanite shards, or maybe just like even save them. I don't know.
Save them.
Yeah, we could do that. Save them and use them on like maybe, I don't know, like a something, like a bastard sword or something. If we just want to, I don't know. We have a bunch of Titanite shards now though, so there's that. We also have a bunch of extra crappy armor we don't need.
It's true.
He also has another Titanite shard. I'm debating just buying that to have 8 Titan.
Do it.
Because we don't have enough soul. Actually,
do it. What's his face in the not Leningrad, but there's another blacksmith, isn't there?
There is the crazy blacksmith in Lost Bastille. I don't remember what his name is. The other thing I am going to do now, since we still have it, because I think this is please be 4,000 and not 2,000. That's 5,000. Very nice. And the reason I wanted that was because since we could level up with it. Alternatively, we can go ahead and buy another fire seed. And then reinforce. We have 2 fire seeds. Where did we get the other fire seed? I don't know, but I'm really happy about it. And now our pyromancy is S from Flame.
Yes. So
we can that'll get us a decent platform if we decide to do like buff intelligence a bit, which I do plan to do a bit later on, but that'll be later. And she still does have one more that we can do here, and I know where there's one other seed on top of that. So that's at least a +6. And another seed that we're going to get incidentally quite quickly. Provided that I don't fuck it up.
Oh, you got this.
In the meantime, let's go ahead with Mikey Boom Boom, and we'll head back to Harvest Valley, the Poison Pool.
Dang it. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, this is a fun area. This is one of the good areas. Actually, after this, there's another... I mean, this area kind of sucks with the poison, but, like, once you can get past the whole poison thing, it's not terribly bad. The enemies here aren't too terrible.
Too terrible?
Yeah, and you can, like, avoid a lot of them.
And does poison just reduce your life like it did the first
Gradually, yes, it does. It does what it did in the first one, and I think we need to go up here, actually.
Oh, look, windmills.
It's still
That's
going
fun.
up. Yeah, windmills. And an area over there. And what do we know about Dark Souls?
You're going to go there.
We're going to go there. That's what I like about Dark Souls as opposed to other modern games. I thought this guy was... Okay. He's not who I thought it was. No, the nice thing about Dark Souls as opposed to other modern gaming, rather than just designing these big, intricate skyboxes that are just there for decoration...
Oh, they're begging you to go down there and get those things, aren't they?
Yep. Now, these ones don't respawn because there's no necromancers here.
Uh-huh. And I bet you it's just a bunch of crappy souls, isn't it?
Most of them are fading souls, yes.
Oh, hold on.
What the hell is that thing?
Look up, Ben. Look up. Look up. To the right. What is that thing standing there?
That's a friend. He's a friendly person.
No, he's not.
You're right, he's not remotely friendly. I do know there are safe areas here, so like if I go to get this...
Ooh, Titanite shard.
As if we don't have a shit ton of those already.
We don't have enough of them.
And then we wait for this to kind of go back down. You know what? For this area, I'm actually going to do something I normally wouldn't. Because normally I just have those 2 items there. But for this particular area, the 5 poison moss that we have, and apparently that's all we have, although we can buy more in a minute. Ooh, Bleedstone. We can add bleeding to a weapon.
Now, is bleeding effective for the enemies here? Because I remember the first one, like, bleeding, unless you're doing, like, PvP, like, wasn't that effective. Everybody had such high bleed resistance.
There are certain enemies that are really good with bleeding, but, again, I don't know what any of them are. This is a game where, like, if you can specialize in it, you can, like, get stuff in any one thing, and there will be at least a handful of enemies in the game that will be vulnerable to it. Yeah, I think he just threw a massive ball of hatred at me.
Oh, that's good.
Like that.
Whoa, that looks like it would hurt.
It does a lot of damage. I generally just do this.
You get that pyromancy.
This is why we get pyromancy.
So you have to deal with fools like you.
I think if we go in here,
And also,
there's a safe area right up here.
what about that thing over there?
We'll get that on the way out. The more important thing is I think something's going to spawn here that's going to try and kill us. Yep. Now, you very much want to kill this guy as he does this. Because he will sneak up behind you like that.
And kick you into the pool?
Ooh, Fragment Branch of Yore. We can use that to get rid of a stone guy.
Oh.
But no, if you don't get rid of him, by the way, Gavlan's here.
Oh.
Gavlan returned. No, if you don't kill that guy and he sneaks up on you,
Uh-huh.
he can accidentally break this chest. You don't want him to accidentally break this chest.
Raw stone.
Oh.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
There's supposed to be a fire seed in there.
We just have a raw stone. What does that do?
It makes our weapons raw.
Which, with a huge strength, that's... We don't need that.
No, we don't.
We don't need that, Ben.
We don't need it at all.
What does he got? What's that?
The Ring of the Giants, which increases poise. He also has the poison moss we can buy from him.
Only 20, though.
He does. Well, I might still buy one. Just because I can. Actually, hold on. Whoa. I just realized something else we need to do with him. Because Gavlan we wheel, with Gavlan you deal. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. Might need that. We probably won't. We don't need this. Realistically, we don't need this anymore.
No.
And actually, we're not going to use this, so we'll get rid of that as well. We're never going to use that. Never mind. I'm going to get rid of that as well. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this.
What we need is to get that Ring of the Giants.
Don't need this. 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 Don't need this.
My whips!
Don't need this. 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 Or this. Or this. Or this. Or this. That. Or this. Or this. This. Or this. Or this.
Ooh.
We're gonna need that. So, or we might need that. We might decide to use it, so I'm not gonna sell it. But don't need any of this or any of this.
Any of this armor?
Any of this armor. This armor's all crap.
We're banking in here. So I remember the first one you could sell your stuff to, what's his name, the giant snake guy.
Right.
But he would give you such a small amount, it wasn't even worth it.
I think this is actually better, so I'm going to sell both the Royal Swordsman helms. I think this is actually better, but it's way heavier, so we're not going to get it quite yet.
Can you keep it then?
Oh, we have the full Hide Knight set. And actually, it's kind of crap when you compare it to, say, for example, this.
Ooh.
So I'm actually going to sell everything except for the helmet. And Life Ring we don't really need anymore. Blue Tearstone Ring is useless. That I might actually use at some point, because it'd be nice to have more spells. That, ooh, we might actually equip, just if we want to get more souls at any point. I might use it for, like, soul grinding. We can't sell that, so I'm not going to worry about it. What else do we have here that I don't really need? Large gradual restoration of HP. Anything that I could theoretically use at any point, I'm not even going to bother selling.
Yeah, keep it. What if you use it?
Fire bombs, which is most of this stuff, other than, well, there might be instances that could be useful, especially in the area, couple areas down the line. Anything that's just like legitimately useless here, I'm gonna basically get rid of. Which might be this actually. When are we ever gonna use this?
Never.
Luring skulls could be useful. I never use these fucking Lloyd's talismans. I don't know why they exist. Skeptic Spice, completely useless. All these, fucking useless. We'll never ever use them.
Thought we were gonna sell and get some mad bank. Oh, we're so rich.
Because we're selling all the, like, those crappy items we don't use.
What does he sell? Titanite slab?
No, these are stuff we have we can sell. Which I'm not actually going to sell any of them. Other than maybe... Well, none of them really give us worth what we need for selling them, so... Although that might be useful, or that might be worth selling because, again, when are we ever going to need that? Raw Stone, Bleed Stone, Fire Drake Stone, those are all things we might use at some point. We probably won't, but you never know. Okay. He doesn't generally talk much.
How much poise does the giant ring increase our poise to?
I have no idea.
Should we get it?
I'm not going to bother with it. I'm just going to take all these souls back. And, yeah, we'll come out of here. I'm actually going to go through and, like, get... What the hell are you things?
Were they not in the original Dark Souls?
No, I have no idea what they are or what they do. Unless these are the same as the things from, Brightstone Cove. They look kind of like it, but they're different at the same... Fuck. Yes, come on, Mr. Skellington.
Nice. Man, we are banking souls tonight. Torch. Poison Stone. Ooh, that's not bad. Fading Stone.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm gonna... Fucking... God damn it.
Yeah, poison works really fast. More like toxic in this.
You know what I'm gonna do? I might let myself get poison and then like use the poison moss as I'm in it. To give me a chance, like, you know, let my HP decrease a little bit, but then kind of get out. God damn it, that thing always gets me.
Drink, drink, drink.
Okay.
An effigy. Smooth, small, silky stone.
Yeah, and then I'm not going to be able to make it back before. Okay, more Titanite shards.
There's no one over there.
Where?
They're there.
Oh, good call. Titanite chunk as well, nice.
Ooh.
Now, wait for that to decrease. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way back to the bonfire.
I would hope so.
We're going to go back and we're going to spend some of these souls.
Oh my goodness.
And we have a bunch of Titanite chunks as well, so we might use some of those.
Yes, we will.
Actually, you know what I just realized?
What?
I'm going to heal up first because that'll get rid of my poison as well. What is our Grand Lance at? It is at a +5.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm actually going to do...
What are we going to do?
Let's see if you can figure it out, Chris.
We're gonna go and we're gonna get more strength. Oh, let's see if this guy can transform that into some weird, crazy weapon.
He can. But what we're going to do, actually, is we're going to buy... I'm so tempted. You have no idea.
You just got a hankering for the Grand X because you used that in the first Dark Souls.
Too late! Already happened!
Too late!
So, first thing we're going to do is for you. Because I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. Da da da. Oh, we only have 2 Titanite chunks. Shit. Because the other thing I was going to do is I was going to go ahead and upgrade this again.
Oh yeah. Now what? Now
what do we want to do?
I wanted you to go show me what he can infuse with weapons for make like awesome weapons. He's the guy who can do it, right?
He is the guy who can do it. Yes.
Show me what the other lance looks like that he's gonna make for us using that crazy chariot thing.
Oh wait, no. Oh, you're talking about the thing. Oh yes. I actually don't know if I think I'm trying to remember who actually does that because McDuff is not the guy who can do that. Infusing weapons is just you can put like an effect on it like that.
Boo.
So if we wanted to make like say for example our great axe a fire great axe, it would drastically decrease the damage, but it would give it fire, which is really only useful if you already have fire as kind of a thing. Honestly, for this, I'd almost want to put lightning on it if I could find a bolt stone. I think I know where there's one. Later on in Earthen Peak, I think there's a bolt stone up there, but I'd have to actually double check. Oh, then there's Raw, which Raw drastically takes down what your bonuses do to it, but it increases like the thing. So if the bonuses on it are already not great, like say for example, like the Grand Lance, we want to make the Grand Lance like Raw, you know, it would go up by a bit, but actually can we... Oh, we can make this like specialized in bleed if we wanted to, or in magic, or in any of these other things. But I'm not going to do that. I kind of do want to do that. Part of me does, because again, it's only a D anyway, and that would give it fire damage while decreasing the damage a bit.
To which one? To the... Ooh. Oh, you can make it something awesome?
I can put a thing on it. Or we can make it raw, which wouldn't decrease it by that much, but would give us more damage.
I mean, I said...
raw Dragon Tooth?
I said we wait on it, we put lightning on it. That would be...
I kind of want to put lightning on my hammer.
Ooh. Hold on, go back.
Which admittedly would require faith, but what? I am going to do something else now while I'm thinking about this stuff.
Tough choices.
It's going to take all the rest of our souls to do this. And how am I actually going to be able to... I can do it once. So now we have a +4 Great Axe.
Ooh.
And I'm going to see if we have any others. I know we have some souls, but I don't know if we have enough to actually... They're all fading souls. Awesome. I'm so happy. I'm so happy they're all fading souls.
350. Big money.
Big prizes.
I love it. Which makes me want to go play Smash TV really badly.
The one final thing I'm going to do, and then I think after we do this, we'll probably call it because we're getting on about an hour and 20 minutes now.
Yeah.
Which will probably get cut down one after I edit it to about an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's good.
Oh yeah, because we found the thing rid of statues.
Do we want to use it on the statue here and figure out what's behind it?
Is there something behind it?
I don't know. Normally it's just another tutorial area, but I assume... And I've heard they did put something else behind it. But I don't know what, specifically.
Oh my goodness, we go through door number 2. Oh, we also got the shiny stone we can drop here.
That's what I'm doing. We have the small...
It's 2 of them. Some lost and dead.
And a Titanite Shard. Nothing great, but hey, you know.
Hey,
Titanite Shard and some souls.
beats a sword in the mouth.
Yeah. I'd rather have that happen than see blood in my urine, so...
Let's do it.
Might as well. Let's see what's behind this figure. Let's see what's behind door number this.
Think does he attack you now?
Probably.
Who is he?
He looks like a guy who would attack me. I don't know. Some fuck. And now he's some dead fuck. Let's see what actually is in this area, because again, this is just a tutorial part in the other... Ah! I regret coming here!
Curses! You're cursed, you're gonna die!
I hate everything. Oh, there's still guys with arrows over there. Fuck!
Is that stuff instantly kill you?
That's petrify.
Oh.
That's worse than curse. That's instant death. Oh,
There's more of
shit.
them.
I hate what they did to this area. Why did they do this? This was just a nice, friendly tutorial area earlier.
You gotta drop down and get them.
I do. I have to do
Oh,
that.
there's 2 of them.
Although, pyromancy.
Not bad, not bad. Do you remember? I can't remember what it was called. It was like the life tree or something. That big tree you went down to like go to oh my goodness. Where you met the dragon. Cut off his tail.
Uh-oh. Damn it! Hang on. I'm trying to think. From Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
Trying to remember a dragon you cut off his tail.
It was like the stone dragon.
It sounds... Ooh, Estus Flask Shard! That's another Estus Flask!
Yeah. Sweet.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I could sing. But I won't, because no one wants to hear my awful singing voice. Don't, Chris, please.
Sorry.
Now, there's also something we could also do while we're here. Maybe. Did they... Ah, what the hell? Say, Oh, no, they did that with the area. That wasn't there earlier. There weren't stones. I wonder if I can actually... Can I even hit him from here? I cannot believe that worked. Oh, yep, I forgot about him. Oh, don't...
Yeah, eat him. You done. Oh, you done.
Well...
Those guys look tough, then.
Okay, so we lost some of our souls from that venture. We lost about 1,800 souls. But we got an Estus Flask Shard. So, what I'm going to have you do to end off this part, I'm going to have you go back to Majula, like fast travel back to Majula.
Oh, okay.
Travel, yep, Majula. X, or A.
Whew.
Yeah, and then we're going to fast travel back to Majula, and I'm going to have you use the Estus Flask Shard. And we're going to end the part off there. And then next time we'll try and get enough souls to actually upgrade them. I meant to actually even use the Great Axe, too. Like, you didn't get to see how awesome the Great Axe was. Yep. So, some disappointment here. Did manage to kill those things. Didn't get the extra fire seed I wanted, and we're still a little bit less powerful than I'd like to be. I'd like to have more Titanite chunks, to be honest, but can't get that quite yet. Yeah, check out the Great Axe while you're in there. Like, equip the Great Axe real quick. See like what the hit on that is. I'm assuming it's similar to like the first one.
Oh. Oh, that is devastating.
I mean, it's a straight in front of you thing, but like, yeah, it wouldn't be bad if we want someone like super vulnerable to. If it was like a boss fight that was super vulnerable to slashing or something, and like we didn't want to get saddled with the greatsword being super slow. Where are you going now?
I don't know. We'll kill somebody.
Wandering around. You're gonna go and kill something with it, huh?
There's something up here I can kill?
No, there's nothing in Majula you can kill. You have to wait till next time to test it out, because I'm gonna end the part off right here.
What's there?
Nothing.
Oh.
Don't.
What's Victor's Covenant? Why can't we enter it?
Because we're already in a covenant.
Oh yeah, and we can't betray those nice little doll things.
No, we can't. But anyway, I'm gonna end the part off here, and we will go ahead
I'm gonna
and
jump in here. I regret nothing.
don't do that, Chris. Don't.
Alright, folks, you have to wait till next time to see me jump in the Dark Hole and kill
whether or not he
myself.
jumps in there and gets himself killed off. And then next time, hopefully, we can get a bit through Harvest Valley. My goal is to get to, like, the boss of Earthen Peak, or at least to get you to the boss of Earthen Peak, because I want to see how you'll deal with it. I think it'll be really entertaining for me to watch, personally, and I think everyone else will find it really entertaining watching you get really confused and angry about things. So that'll all be next time. That's something to look forward to. In the meantime, thanks as always for watching, guys. I was Ben.
And I'm Chris.
This was more Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. See you next time, everyone.